minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast.
All right, welcome to the Great Minds Podcast. This is Derrick.
This is Vaughn.
And we're here with JR. What's good, brother?
What's good?
What up? How y'all been?
Good,
Chilling, man. Been a minute. You like a regular now. Once you hear more than once, you come in the refrigerator and grab some food. You know how it go.
Yeah.
That's how it is in my crew.
You family now. So yeah, man. We had you on a while back. I think it was important to get you back on because, at least in the in the game, you've grown a lot. I think we saw that early, you know what I'm saying? It had you on early and things like that. But I think people are finally kind of seeing what we saw early on, you know what I'm saying? And just in general, with certain things, it takes people a while to just catch on, or they gotta, get a cosign from somebody else or whatever, whatever the situation.
Yeah.
You know how it go. But either way, man. So I'll introduce you for the people that don't know you. JR, North Carolina, crazy dope producer, crazy dope rapper, super duper humble guy. So we're happy to have you back on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Good to be back in the graces of the great minds, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Appreciate that, man. So I kind of want to get right to it. I find you initially on Beautiful Graves, and I think a lot of people might have done that and then, kind of backtrack from there or listen to you going forward. What's changed since the Beautiful Graves?
Not much, honestly. As far as people finding me, because a lot of people still tell me, they heard me on Beautiful Graves.
Oh, all right, that was kind of the start.
A lot of people still say, I heard you on that Beautiful Graves, or they heard me on the 1% album or the Greatest Rapper Alive album, like
right.
So it's really pretty much the same. A lot of ransom brought me here type interactions, man. But it's all love, So I got my own people too, but it's been a lot of that.
It's definitely growing for you, man. Growing. So, this last project that you put out last Friday, man. Honestly, I probably heard it about 5 times, man. I ain't gonna hold you, like 5 times all the way through. And I heard it at different periods. So I heard it in the whip, I heard it at the gym, I heard it doing work. So I heard it in different areas to really dissect the album, And like, the album's really elite. And I'm not just saying that because you on the show, the pod, the album's dope, man. Definitely.
I appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate it.
And it seems like it's very personal too.
Yeah. Yep.
It was a bit personal. Yeah.
I think you tapped into a lot of different areas, and I guess I'll skip ahead a little bit. I want to talk about the self-portrait joint.
Yeah.
So now, like, I'll let you explain it. Like, what's the deal with that? Is that? Go ahead, you do you. I'm gonna give you the floor on that one.
Okay, so of course it's called self-portrait. That's a painting of yourself or a picture of yourself. I tried to, the way it started, I wanted to make it seem like I was talking about someone else. You know what I'm saying? But in actuality, I was talking to the mirror. I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a super personal track, man. True story. Like, I changed a couple of names or whatnot in the joint just to keep it cool. I don't do that type of stuff, but
right.
It was. The story was true. My girl don't like that song too much.
I was gonna say.
It was from back in the day though. It was like a long time ago, like 07, 06, 07 period, like around that time. So, but I always said like I was gonna put it in a song one day, and I had the perfect opportunity to do it.
Why? I'm on bad, Vaughn.
Nah, go ahead.
Why did you feel the need to do that? And I got a crazy line that you said in there. I was just like, wow, he getting real transparent.
Because a lot of people struggle with these things, man. Like addiction ain't just drugs and liquor
That's a
and stuff
fact.
like that.
Right.
It's a lot of things that that people can't let go of, can't get away from. So I just wanted to be transparent on that. And maybe I know a lot of people related because a lot of people hit me about that specific track. Like, so yeah. I was like, it was actually a late addition to the tape. I wasn't gonna put it up there, and I was like, nah, I gotta put it up
there. Right.
Yeah, you have like an uncanny ability that I think is rare to kind of like, I want to say reality rap because it's kind of overused. You know what I mean? I mean, like you have a way of touching people, talking to people, and not going over people's heads. You know what I'm saying? Like people can relate to what you're saying and pretty much all your music. You know what I'm saying? So how did you be able to find that niche to do that? Because not everyone can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I don't even know, man. When I'm creating it, the way it comes out, that's just how it comes out. Yeah, that's pretty much how most of the time when I'm writing, I don't even think about it. I just write whatever comes to mind. So that's usually how it comes out. So
yeah,
I mean, it's good that people can relate. I feel like being relatable is that's a key factor with being an artist.
Right.
Definitely.
So the feel I get from you is like you like to do music, you like to hoop, and just kind of do your thing. Now that you are becoming more popular and becoming more relevant, so to speak, on the underground scene. How do you feel about doing different platforms? Because it's almost like they keep pushing your name forward. You have to. Like I heard Ransom saying, like, I hate doing interviews, but he'll do it for a platform just to put other people on, or he'll do it with certain people just to continue to push him forward. How do you feel about not having to, but like, what do you feel obligated to do certain appearances, even though you may necessarily not want to?
No, not really. I don't feel obligated, but certain people reach out to me, and it's just like a genuine interaction. It depends on the vibe. Like I'm with it. Like you hit me up. I have people hit me about getting on there, coming on that podcast, and they'll give me a time or a date, and then they don't follow through with it. And I'm like, all right, so I'm not gonna do it after that. You know what I'm saying? But and then they'll still send messages later, like like I'm trying to like, hey, bro, you missed it, man. Like yeah, like you missed me, man. Like, but it's all love at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't feel obligated. But I'm gonna definitely show love to the people who show love to me.
That's
definitely. How you feel about getting, like, you talk about the notoriety, but being the respect from your peers though? Because it's always different when you get it from like fans and consumers. That's different. But when you have like your peers saying like, "Yo, that's hot," or "What's happening?" Is there anybody that tapped in with you that you were kind of surprised was listening? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, "Oh, are you checking that out too?" Anybody you can think of?
Surprised. Really, it been a lot of people from like other countries that I was surprised. They hit me up like, "Yo, man, I've been listening, I've been checking you out since so and so." I'm like that's wild. Like, because I wouldn't know. A lot of them people don't even follow me. Like, we don't follow each other on socials or anything.
right.
When I get those messages, I'm just like I wouldn't have known. You know what I'm saying? That you were listening to my music or you like my music.
Right.
No doubt.
Just to rewind back a little bit, I had to get into that self-portrait. I didn't want to forget. Because when I was listening to it this morning at work, I was just like, I jotted that down to make sure I get that. What's the whole broken Easel concept for you?
Okay, so it's pretty much like you see the Easel broken in front of me. I look like I'm frustrated. It's like an artist. I don't know what to create. You see my past work on the other, canvases, and I'm just sitting there, trying to figure out what I want to do, I want to put out. And I got this sunflower field in the background. My girl loves sunflowers. She always around me. you know, when I'm creating, she's always around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that symbolized. Like the sunflower just all around me in the field, and yeah, it was. That's how I don't even really. It took me a while to even think of a name for the tape. That's how that came about. Cause I'm like, yo, I don't know what the name is, joint. I ain't know. I was like unsure what songs I wanted to put on. I had like 15, 16 songs, and I just didn't that I was going to put on. I had like, yeah, I had more than that, but I had like 15, 16 that I narrowed down to. Like, should I drop it to 10? Like, I didn't know, you know, what I wanted to do. So it was a lot of frustration, man.
Oh, no doubt.
But I feel it was good frustration. I just didn't. I was unsure what I wanted to put together.
That's good. That's a good problem. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
It's dope to hear you explain what a broken easel, your point of view of it. Because the way I was looking at it is like imperfectly perfect. You know what I'm saying? To where it's something like where, you know, it's the easel, it's broken, but you still painting this nice picture on it. You still making it work, whatever it is. That's kind of how I looked at it, and just in life, how you get hit with a lot of different things that ain't always perfect, but you make the best out of whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of how I looked at it, though. But it's dope to see how your thought process. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the best. That's one of the best cover arts I've seen in a long time. So, salute to whoever did that joint. That joint was crazy.
Yo, honestly, man, I got that off. This guy from Fiverr did it for me, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually got two covers. I got an alternate cover, where my old tapes are balled up. The canvases, they like I balled them up and threw them on the floor. I got it, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't. I don't think I posted it. But yeah, the two different artists made those covers for me. I just went with that one because I liked it better.
Yeah.
That's dope. I was jumping back into the album, just the way it flows, right? So we got 12 tracks, right? But I like what you did, right? So like basically you had a lot of high power guest appearances on features that you didn't put early. You feel what I'm saying? So I thought that was really dope because like I'm a big Elzar fan. So like I knew what that was gonna be. And I had heard it before, but something about when you hear an album, right? Because you put that single out a little while ago. But when you hear it in the context of an album, it changes everything.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You see where it's placed, how it flows. And I think that's dope because all the other features here are crazy as well. But how did that Elzar joint come about?
I've been a fan of Elzar probably as long as I've been a fan of Ransom. So you know, he had followed me on Instagram, and I reached out to him, and you know, asked him, told him I was working on the album, whatever. He got back with me, and it went from there.
That's like that's showing love. You know what I'm saying? He know getting that love from your peers. You know what I mean? So that's dope.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like a bucket list for you.
Yeah, it was
definitely. Yeah. I want to talk about a couple joints that I really like. I like the intro. I think, and I say this all the time with music, like anytime you do an intro, like it's got to be powerful. I feel like even if you have a fan base already, because you know everybody's making music, everything's quick, everybody got to drop the next week. So like certain people you only gonna get one shot with. What goes into your process as far as making an intro? What are certain like bases you want to cover?
I really just be trying to bar people up. Honestly, most of the time on intros, I try to just throw out a little bit of everything, like as far as you know, metaphors, punches, and make sure I got like a hard beat.
Yep.
Like, something that's gonna keep the attention of the listener, man.
Because the hard beat at least gonna get them to number 2 regardless.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
just like I like to listen to the last track of the album and see how it plays into, you know, the intro. Like if somebody had it on repeat, like So that factors too when I sequence.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Because I know when I look at the album, a lot of times when I hear an album, I don't even look at the track listings. So when I'm listening to the album, I can't go and say, yo, I like number 4, I like number 5. I'm just letting it play. So if I don't even know the track numbers at the time, you know what I'm saying? When I first listened to an album. So when I heard your album, I went back and started looking at the titles and things like that. I was listening to how it flowed. And it's definitely, you do the same thing, right? So like, I kind of like the fact that, like, I think when you know who's on the track sometimes before it comes, you have a preconceived notion of what's going to happen. Right. So like, I know this is going to be whatever. You might skip something and go to that, you know, you don't get the whole context of the album. So I think like you laid it out perfectly with everything. Was the process, you say you were a little frustrated with the process of doing this album, a good problem to have, but what was kind of like the most frustrating part about it?
Naming it, for one, coming up with a name and just putting sequence and everything, like getting the songs that I wanted up there, like all the songs I wanted up there, and making them fit and flow together, like flow, easily, like without like hearing something like why you put that there, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to make sure they just flow like perfectly, and it came out. I listened to it so much though before. I didn't even like this. I didn't even like it anymore by the time it was ready. Because I was done with it in like May. April. I've been done with the joint since like April. So
okay, so you sitting on it trying to like perfectionist with it, and the more you hear it, you're like, yeah, I don't like this no more. And someone else is like, nah, that's hot. Yo, keep that. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Like I would have to take breaks from it, man. Like, and I mean, I was ready to drop. It was gonna drop in June, but Rand had 2 drops or whatever coming, and I'm like, all right, I gotta find we gotta find another date. So we pushed it to September. And
yeah, man,
it's out, man.
Yeah, it worked, man. It's dope.
Do you get like, all right, so you're done with the album? I find like when you do music too, it sounds different when it finally gets on Spotify or whatever. Even though you were tired of it, whether you had like a SoundCloud playlist or something, do you get that same feeling too when you hear it, like when it's finally? Why is that? I can't figure it out.
I have no idea, man. It makes you. I guess it's like relief or something, man.
Right.
But it makes you, and you appreciate it a lot more once it's up. Like you got it off your chest. Like everybody else gets to enjoy it now. Like you get that feedback. So it's kind of like I know it's like a weight off your shoulders, man.
All right. I thought I was the only one that felt like that.
Every artist is like that.
I can give my opinion from someone that don't do music, just a consumer and love the culture. I think it's because you're an artist. So when you're an artist, you always critiquing everything and things seem a little different to you. So when it does hit that other platform, you get a different feeling because you've been sitting with it, you said since May or since whenever. You just like it's old to you pretty much. Like, yo, you still listening to that? You listening to it on repeat forever. Right. When someone else is brand new, and then you see the other get the feedback and the response from the fans and other consumers, you're like, yo, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's like a different kind of feel. So I guess you kind of, it's like 2 parts to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I want
all that plays a part, man.
Yeah.
I want to tap into your homie B. That's him on your shirt, right?
Yeah, it's my brother, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah. R.I.P. to him, man. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I kind of felt that through your posts and everything, how tight y'all were, and you said he got you, pushed you into actually doing rap, right?
Yeah, well, music in general, man. So we grew up together. I got known him since I can remember. Like I don't even. We weren't blood brothers, but that wouldn't have made us any closer.
Yeah, I don't make it.
So around like I think 2005, I found out he could rap. He had moved back because he had moved to Baltimore for a while. He moved back, and we got up and like he started rapping. I'm like where this come from? He got the voice. He had the voice. I'm like, he sound like a rapper, but like he's like, yeah, man, I'll be right. And I'm like, dang, like he ain't have any beats. So I'm like, I'm about to learn how to make beats. So I was downloading all types of beat making programs and just like trying to put stuff together, and it was trash, you know, but he rapped on them anyway, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I ended up learning, I got Fruity Loops, the FL Studio joint. I got that, and I just kind of taught myself how to make beats, man. I just kept getting better at it.
He was on your album, right? Did you put
Yeah,
on?
he was
All
on
right.
yeah.
Big B was on a
Yep.
joint, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, rest in peace to him, man.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry for your loss with that. How did his loss affect you musically? You know, since he was a strong inspiration, you know, throughout your career, pretty much to get you to get into music. How did that affect you as far as music? Did you not want to put anything out? You know what I'm saying? How did that affect you?
Honestly, it. I know he always used to tell me like how proud of me he was, and you know, like he was my biggest fan and all this type of stuff. And I would just take it and kind of like, yeah, whatever, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Supposed to say.
yeah. But like now it's like, you know, I don't. And when I think about it, it just kind of drives me. Like it kind of pushes me more to keep going hard, man, and make something out of it. Because that's what we were trying to do when we started. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't rapping. I ain't rap till maybe like 2011, 2012. Him and my homie Q Ham, which we were actually all us were on that same song. Yeah. They got me to rap. Like I used to write stuff sometimes. I might, you know, I would engineer for other people.
Yeah.
They leave. I might record something. I let one of them hear it. And they like, bro, why you don't put this stuff out, man? And I'm like, I ain't trying to rap, you know what I'm saying? But they ended up getting me the, you know, to actually give it a try, man. And you know, we here.
Yeah,
that's dope. Definitely.
Yeah.
I wanted to get your take on this. What are your thoughts on like the underground rap right now?
Top level.
I think it's incredible.
Yeah, top level MCs, man, putting out amazing work. And you know, like you said, it's underground, but the underground artists have been, you know, they've had my attention more than mainstream for years. But since like last year before, it's been crazy. And I'm finding new people, like I'm discovering new artists that I probably wouldn't have heard of if I wasn't involved.
Right. Same.
So yeah, it's been crazy, it's been dope. And producers too.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me because I don't really use the term underground no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't I don't listen to mainstream music. Like you hear it, but you it's kind of like a gray line because music comes out and so much, right? So you can kind of find what you want to hear, right? So it's like if you want to hear a certain type of hip hop, you can really find that. You know what I'm saying? You can go and look for it and stream it. So I think when we call it underground, we're kind of like not really giving it its just due. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more than that. It's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? You might not have like the quote unquote like the BET plays, even BET's playing quote unquote underground videos. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of different. Like, so I kind of don't really use underground. I just call it music, like hip hop, whatever you into, you can find. I mean, it's not, if you think mainstream, I guess you could say it's like Lil Baby, right? Or someone like that would be mainstream, quote unquote, because he's out there on the radio, I guess you could say. But the talent that's out there is crazy. And the guys that are quote unquote underground can pretty much compete with them. Top level. It kind of reminds me of the 90s.
Yeah.
The music that's coming out.
It's no question, like music wise, like lyrics and putting songs together and stuff like there's no question that some of the underground artists are better than the mainstream, like what you would consider underground and mainstream. Like there's a lot of like talent skill wise.
Right.
It's a whole lot who are better than the guys that you see on TV or hear all the time, like on radio.
I think my favorite thing about it, and I learned this when I start playing Twitter a little bit more closely. There are like thousands of people that legitimately don't care about the name on the music as long as it's dope. And I think the big, if you go to a concert, a Lil Baby, Drake, those type of concerts, like the people that are at the concerts don't even look like us. You know what I'm saying? Like these, they're I mean, not that it's bad or whatever, but like it's people that you may not necessarily even relate to when you telling your story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I almost think I mean, does everybody want to stream millions of time? Yeah, of course. But I think I think it gives people a way to resonate with people that like are going through certain things, or the people that like Little Baby fans may not resonate with what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you
And
don't.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
I mean, we talk about different things. So.
Yeah, I think also it's an age thing too. So I think like we're one of the first generations of really, I guess our generation. It's kind of maybe our parents' generation are growing old with hip hop, right? So it's people that like my mom was going to the block party and stuff like that, right? So I guess I'm a hip hop baby, you can say, right? So we're seeing it change, right? So we're seeing like, I think as you get older, hip hop matures, right? So you still need the I'm not gonna say the I'm gonna put the right words to it because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you need certain hip hop. I think of hip hop like cars, yo. Like everybody can't be a Porsche or a Bentley, right? You need some Honda Civics. You need some Ford Fusions. You know what I mean? This is how it goes to make everything right. Man. Yeah, you need variety. So I think those hip hop artists that fall into that, say, Ford Fusion for us is cool. They need to be there. And then you have the balance as you get older. You start liking different things. You might want to E-Class, something like that. You want something. You want something different, and that's when the music changes. So it's all needed. You know what I'm saying? So like what you were saying, Derrick, as far as like it's fans that don't care about
at all
the artist at all. It's like, yo, I like that song. You know what I'm saying? And those are all the ones that the music is reaching, that really care about the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the hip hop part of it. They care about that part. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's room for everybody. You know what I mean?
It is, man. It's some fans who don't even care about the music. They just care about the artwork. Like, that was wild to me. Like I've had people hit me up like, yo, that artwork is crazy. You gonna make some merch for it? I'm like yeah, like I'm gonna make some merch for it. But Rand told me it was some of the cover guys that do the cover art. They have like crazy fan bases, and just getting them to do your cover could sell your merch out.
Right.
Like that's wild.
Because it's the culture, right? Because the culture, music is only a small part of the culture. You got different parts of the culture, so that artwork is another part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? That someone you can tap into that. So it's definitely a fact.
Yeah. So outside of music, what are you doing?
He putting buckets up. That's what he's doing. I see what you're doing.
That and playing. Well, now recently, man, I've been on 2K a lot, man. NBA 2K 22 drop. Man. I've been up there.
Okay, gotcha.
I was just up there before this interview, man. Honestly.
Yo,
trying to
it's
run
funny
it up.
about 2K. I ain't played it in years. I used to play it and it got too not difficult, but there's too many things I could do with it, yo. Like my storyline, it was getting kind of crazy. I was like, yo, give me Madden, yo. I couldn't. There was too much going on.
You know what else is crazy? It's just like it used to just be shoot and pass, or you could do something like it's like if you want to do a hezzy, it's like come on,
combo.
Everything up there, man. That joint they even got like now this year they got like the story mode where you can choose to do music, fashion.
We got there like Dame Dollar.
Dame Dollar.
Yeah, man. You can rap. You can do like fashion, like all that, man.
But they trying to make it as relevant as possible. That's all.
Yeah.
Yo, last time I was on there, man, they had me stuck on the Orlando Magic for like 4 seasons. Yo, I was tight. Couldn't get out for nothing. Tried the main trades and everything. They was like, nah, you ain't going nowhere. I was like, yo, come on.
Man.
So Jay, who else you listening to?
Yeah.
Right now, I just been listening to all the new drops. I Am God drop, You drop. Who else? I was listening to that Delusions of Grandeur joint. King.
King, yeah, he nasty, man.
Yeah, that joint's cold. Yeah. I listened to, of course, the Drake joint. Yeah. I ain't listened to Kanye's yet, man. I listened to like a few songs, but that joint was mad long. Like Drake joint was long too, but I forgot what I was doing around the time, and I ended up going through the whole tape. I'm like, that seemed like an hour and 40 something.
Yo, we ain't got that type of patience right now.
I thought my tape was too long. My joint was 42 minutes.
Nah, that was fair. Cool. That's cool. Yo, the Kanye one, you gotta listen to that one driving somewhere. Like I was in the car with wifey, we driving. I'm like, I just put it on. Like, and we hear how I just go. And it's you gotta be in a certain mood for it. You know what I mean? Like it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I liked it better than the Drake joint. It's me personally, the way it flowed. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen a lot of people say that.
Yeah, because like we talked about our last show, like Kanye to me is the epitome of an artist, right? So you ain't gonna like everything he put out. It's cool, but you can tell that he care about that music. Like he truly really cares about it. When I look at Drake, to me it's like Nike. He gonna conveyor belt. What you want? You want a West Indian vibe? I got you. You know what I mean? You want XYZ? I'm gonna do it. So it kind of feels like it's like being pieced together. Like, yo, you want Future on this track? Got Future. Got that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, pretty sure he cares about his music. I'm not trying to say that, but the Kanye one had a different kind of feel to me. But it's long as hell though.
I'm gonna listen to it this weekend, man. I'm going up to Detroit, so I'm gonna peep it this weekend, man.
You got any thoughts on doing shows? You plan on doing that?
I've been asked a few times, but I ain't really thought much about it. I don't even be practicing, man. Like
I feel you.
I don't know, man. When I was younger, it was like I wanted to do all that type of stuff, man. Like I did with my boys. Like I would go support them and stuff like that. But like now, I don't care for it. But I know a lot of people who rock with the music want to see you. You know what I'm saying? They want to
shake your hand, stuff like experience.
That. Yeah, right. Like, and I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? But
yo, it's the craziest time right now. And I talked to Derrick about this too. But like, yo, how people really don't want to do a show. Like, so it's to the point where how the music is being put out and you can touch your fans, talk to your fans, communicate social media, certain things like that, stream it. You don't really have to do shows like that. Like, if you really don't want to do that, you don't have to. I'm not saying you per se, Jay. I'm saying anybody in general. And that's like a different thing to where it wasn't like that before. Before you had to make sure you were out there. Like you had to do a show. You know what I'm saying? You had to go on a little mini little Chitlin tour run. You had to do something. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't really got to do that. And it's kind of crazy. It's a good thing too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just different. Yeah. You can do an internet show, bro. You can do an internet show. You can do an internet show
that too, man. Thought about that. Just like doing like a live stream show, man. Like,
real.
I got musicians and everything, man.
Yeah, you could even, charge people $10 to get on. You know what I'm saying? So something like you ain't gotta be up in a COVID fest.
Yeah.
Yo, word.
So people staying safe out here, man.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully they are, man. Hopefully they are.
All right, I want to transition to our rapid fire section real quick.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this is my first one, and I know how it goes when you put the album together. So I'm going to ask this question in a specific way. What is your favorite song right now? I know as an artist, like you don't want to pick a song or it switches.
I got a song.
You got it?
Yeah.
Broken Easel.
Right. Last joint. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite joint is Probably Nothing, the joint you did with
Fabian.
The bars on there is ridiculous. Bars on there is ridiculous.
Fabian crazy, man.
I caught the Sack King line late, and I was like, wait, Sack King. I ran it back, and then he said that you see on the web. I was like, oh, okay. I said, okay. He playing for keeps. Yeah.
Always.
So,
Always.
Yeah.
Where you from?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, yeah. Everybody rapping everywhere.
Yeah, man. We've done a couple songs together.
How you find it on the internet?
Yeah, I was I think when I forgot when it was, but it was probably some through Ransom. But he hit me. I featured on his Beyond Will album.
Yeah, I gotta peep that.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. But I heard him, I'm like, oh, this dude cold. Like,
the punches is crazy.
Bars, crazy bars, man.
Right.
Yeah, you got a lot of joints on here. Yeah, a lot of quotables from pretty much from everybody on the album, which is unheard of. You know what I mean? Everybody came and did their thing. All right.
Yeah, all the features, man. They were.
Real quick,
me, they were phenomenal.
Before I jump into mine, what's that joint that was I said about losing your something? Damn, I can't. I want to butcher that bar, man. About like losing your mind, trying to
find your purpose.
Yeah, trying to find your purpose. Yeah, I heard that. I was like, damn. That's true.
It's simple but effective.
Yep. Simple but effective. It's really, people do it all the time. All right. So Mom, I'm gonna venture off a little bit off music, but what's one thing right now that you can't live without? One thing. Tangible thing.
Oh, I was gonna say honey buns, but
say honey buns.
Yeah, man.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, man. I'll be smacking them joints.
You doing glaze or no glaze?
Yeah, glaze.
Glaze, right? All right. Hostess joints. Lil Debbie.
Wait. There's two type of glazes though. There's like the white glaze.
Nah, he's talking about
the regular joint.
Oh, the regular joint. I know he's talking about.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure there is a difference.
The joint from the store. The joint from 25 cent, 35 cent now. I think 35 cent down there, right? Something like that. Oh, I know you're talking about.
Now they raised the price on them, but yeah.
Wow, inflation crazy.
Yeah, sure.
So one tangible thing. So honey buns, right?
Yeah, that's all right. When you said something I can't live without, I mean, it was seen that way.
Right.
No doubt.
So that was the first thing that came to mind.
All right, what's a feature that you want that you haven't gotten yet? Like somebody you want to do a song with?
Oh man. I don't really have anybody. I mean, I would love to get a feature from like Jay-Z or somebody like that.
Right.
And try to watch him, but just cause like you got to try. Like,
right.
Oh no doubt.
Somebody like that, because everybody gonna hear it. Everybody gonna hear it.
Worst case scenario, he was supposed to watch you anyway, right?
You got Hov throwing those verses out every once in a while. Just let people know, like a little bro verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he killed that joint on Drake album. I like that joint.
Yeah. I got a hip hop one. Throw it back a little bit. Who had the better verse? All right, Nas on Verbal Intercourse, or Capadonna on Winter Wars?
I mean, I've always been a bigger fan of Nas. So I'm a little biased, man.
Yeah.
Verbal Intercourse is something silly.
Now, but I'll say the same thing. But that Capadonna on Winter Wars is crazy. If you hear the whole verse, he's rapping about 3 minutes, like 2 minutes and 50. Like it's like not 100 bars that he's dropping on that. Verbal Intercourse will win it, but I gotta go with the underdog. Capadonna one. That's probably if someone had a gun to his head, say spit. He just was rhyming. Like, you gotta spit right now. It was all over. He was just doing it.
I'm gonna go listen to that joint back, man.
Word. Yeah, I heard it
got
like 5 times a day.
Compare it now after that. Yeah.
All right, what's your favorite rapper? It could be underground, not as well known, under 25.
Favorite rapper under 25.
I'll tell you mine after. It actually switched.
I say my boy Samuel T, man.
He from out there by you?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
my boy Q Ham. It's his younger brother.
Oh, okay. I had Corday until I heard Patty Honcho, man. That boy could go.
Yeah, Patty cold.
Yeah,
Patty super cold.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the hometown though, man. It's so yeah. Patty crazy.
I don't know how old any of these dudes are. They be having old faces sometimes. I don't know if they're young or old, bro. I don't know, so I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you on 25.
I couldn't believe
I didn't even know Patty was that young.
The only reason I knew was because when I put 40 out, he was like, yo, I turned 23 today. You turned 40. I'm like, you 23? Because we got the same birthday and we both from Jersey too.
Right.
So we linked and did a joint, but we're gonna get to that another time.
Okay.
But yeah, he ice cold, man. Like you hear some of the stuff he rap about in the joint that you and him had is just silly.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know. I didn't when I found out how old he was because of the way he raps, like, and what he talks about. He don't really sound like a 23-year-old.
Yeah. Shout out to Greenery, man. Shout out to Greenery for real.
Oh, yeah, that's my dog, man.
Yeah, you're a monster, man.
Big shout out to my boy, man.
We used to
hoop together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's how I met him. We just hooping. He came. He moved to Wilson. Forgot what year it was, but I didn't. Nobody knew him. And I'm like, you see dudes in the gym you ain't never seen before, but the dude was dunking on everybody.
Oh yeah.
Like,
it's
like,
crazy.
Dunking on everybody.
I had a Twitter space, right? And he hopped on. This dude, like you don't really know people's voices because you just see him tweeting. Like this dude sound like Darth Vader. I was like, yo.
Hey, we be going in on him, man. Sound like he always trying to be sexy and whatnot. Talk like he talking to a female.
Yeah, sound like the dude from Boys to Men. I was like, yo,
man. Sound like Mike on some bass. Mike on bass.
I wasn't ready for that.
All right,
it's crazy deep.
Yeah, it's my last one. All right, Jay. So when you think of hip hop, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I think of hip hop. Ciphers, bars, like break dancing. I just think it. I don't know. Again, like I see like old school stuff though. Like when I hear hip hop, I see like the break dancing on cardboard and that type. You think
of
about
stuff. I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't grow up seeing that stuff. Like once I got older and just and learning the culture and stuff like that, it's just like that's what I always think about when I hear that.
No doubt. Because I think hip hop is always changing, and I think it's changing based on whose I guess generation has it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think our generation has it. So it's kind of what we want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Yep. As far as that. So the breakdancing is cool, it's still there, but some people can look at the clothes got tighter, right? It used to be baggy. Yeah. It used to be tight.
Tight, then baggy.
Then the baggy tight. You go back and forth. Then my little sister said, "Yo, I want some baggy jeans." I'm like, whoa, time out. I'm like, let me see them. So she bought them. And I looked, she FaceTimed me. I'm like, yo, those are really baggy. they ain't like what I think. Like she's like, yeah, I want to wear my baggy jeans now. We wearing baggy jeans now. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's all coming back around.
I ain't going back to that.
That's not for us though. That's for the 15-year-olds, the 14, the ones coming up, then they're gonna take it and make it their own type of thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? My mom used to always say that when I was young. She's like, y'all ain't doing nothing new, man. This just a cycle. Like, and I started seeing it as I got older because when I was younger, I didn't want jeans that were fitted. Like, I didn't want them straight leg jeans or we didn't have skinnies then, but they felt like it.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't want that. Like I was skinny as crap and I was wearing like 38, size 38 pants. It's like,
Oh
yo,
yeah.
You could fit another Joker in there with you.
yeah. I could
Uh,
fit in one leg, like one side. I could put
Word.
my both legs in.
we
Man.
talking 38, 30 and 3XT.
Yeah.
Sometimes 4.
Sometimes 4
Yeah.
if I felt lucky. If I
The
felt
biggest you
good
could
that
get.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, biggest you
Biggest
could get.
Word up.
Oh, yo, before we dip off, I wanted to see did you hear Andre 3 Stacks verse on that Kanye song?
The joint that got leaked.
Joint that got leaked.
Yeah, I did.
You did. How'd you feel about that verse? Like I thought the verse was dope. You know
I
what
thought
I'm
it was
saying?
cool.
That was cool,
Yeah,
right?
I thought it was cold, man. He one of them ones too, man. When he pop his head out, it's like yo, he still got it.
For real.
All right, Jay, you want to shout out any of your social medias for rap?
Yeah, my Twitter is J_DOT_ARRR. That's where I'm at most of the time. The IG is IAM_J_ARRR. That's pretty much it. I got a Facebook music page. It's just JR Music. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Shout out to my brother King James.
Yeah.
Gotta shout him out.
That's my guy right there.
Yeah, salute to him, yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cash and Prayers too. Over there at
My dudes
BSC.
too. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I gotta sit with them soon. Get back with them. Shout out to Ransom, of course.
Ran the big homie for real, man.
Everybody that was involved with the tape with Broken Easel, man, from the production to the features, everything, man. The mix, Parks actually mixed it for me.
Yeah, he did the whole joint.
Yeah, Parks mixed it.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah.
Yep.
Parks been around. Parks been around forever. Parks on the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He did the Hoop Dreams joint for me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Too. Yeah.
It's dope, man. That's dope. Well, shout out to JR, man. Appreciate having you on, man. You bring off great energy, crazy humble dude, man. So we appreciate you.
Definitely.
Appreciate the music for sure, man. Keep inspiring, keep pushing, man. Looking forward to seeing you at the top, man. For real.
I do appreciate y'all too, man.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see each other.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, you can catch the Great Minds Podcast on IG at the Great Minds Podcast, on Twitter at the Great Minds P1. Shout out to JR again. Make sure y'all check out that Broken Easel, cop that, stream it, all that. So
check it out.
Reach out.
Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. Let's rock. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. 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 Derrick Devon, oh boy, like Cam on a song. Culture safe now, thank God. The panic is gone. Time to heal from the pain. Take the bandages off. You gotta win. The stakes are high like a cannabis bomb. Okay, it's game time. Picture with the balls. That's a FaceTime. Great minds spreading faster than a rumor through the grapevine. Born and Derrick, deserve the merit. All salute. It's more than just a podcast. Show it's like a movie. Born and Derrick, what up? Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. It's the Great Minds Podcast. Great minds think alike. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast. You're now tuned into the Great Minds Podcast.